Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Rich Herron Gymnasium over in Benton, Illinois, site of the 2025 Class 2A Sectional Championship. And it will be the Massac County Lady Patriots taking on the Carmi-White County Lady Bulldogs. Alongside Cole Carter, I'm Jason Craig. And it's an opportunity to sit back and get ready for what should be one of the top matches in Southern Illinois tonight. Massac comes in with a record of 33-5. Head coach Zach Miller's squad riding a 5-match win streak. So pretty much, Cole, they have took care of business in the regular season, and they are riding the winning streak here in the post.
They are, and it's always a matter of where you get hot. You know, we talked about the Lady Bulldog team 2 years ago that went to state. They got hot at the right time, and so you can think about early season results when these two teams met in September, but when you get a team that's on a roll, you don't know what to expect.
And Massac got here by way of knocking off Fairfield on Tuesday night, and surprisingly, in my opinion, 3 sets. And really it was an opportunity. Either way, it was going to be a tough battle for Carmi, whichever opponent came out, and we talked a little bit about it, Cole. Who would you rather face, a team for the third straight time or a team that you faced during a Saturday tournament when you've already played 3 or 4 matches, but you still beat them in 2 sets?
Yeah, it was kind of a pick-your-own poison. Obviously, we know what to expect from a really good Fairfield squad that gave Massac County all they could handle on Tuesday night, but you know, Chris Lucas thought they matched up better with the Lady Patriots as far as what they could do in terms of size at the net. So we'll see how that matchup fares. And we haven't seen them play Massac yet this year, even though they did play in that Benton tournament, as you mentioned, on a Saturday. But, you know, again, postseason records go out, previous matches go out. It's all about tonight.
Lady Bulldogs come in with a record of 36-2. They took care of Carterville in 2 sets on Tuesday night. Lady Bulldogs trying to get back to the Elite 8 where they were 2 years ago. And really, Cole, you can't say much more than they have played their best volleyball at the right time.
Yeah, they're on a winning streak of their own right now, and they haven't lost since that NCOE tournament a couple months ago. And so you talk about Massac County playing the right ball at the right time. Same could be said for the Lady Bulldogs. They've beaten some really good opponents. You talk about, you know, the Edwards Counties of the world, the Fairfields of the world, and beating a pretty good Carterville squad on Tuesday. But this is by far probably their toughest test they've had in quite some time, if arguably this season. But, you know, talking to Jared Knoll a few minutes ago is about this is where you got to play your best. The best teams in the state are those that are still standing, and so there are no easy matchups from this point forward. You're going to play a good team tonight. If you win tonight, you're going to play a good team on Monday. If you win Monday, you're going to play a good team next weekend. And so you got to have your best ball right now because this is all that you got left.
And like Cole mentioned tonight, in all classes, 16 teams stand, and Carmi being one of them, along with Massac County. The winner of this one will travel to Shelbyville on Monday, and they will get the winner of the Marora Bloomington Central Catholic contest. And probably a lot of people, if they were betting money, Bloomington Catholic is probably the favorite in that one.
That's the team that beat Carmi last year in the Super Sectional. Marora Forsyth, they're a really good football school. They play in a tough conference up there in Central Illinois. You know, again, you get to postseason time, and really your competition as far as who you've played throughout the season can help you prepare for those matchups. But we'll definitely keep our eye on that one as far as who Carmi will face on Monday if they win tonight.
And some other neighborhood high schools to Carmi playing tonight in Class 1A, and another dandy of a contest scheduled to go off here momentarily will be North City taking on Edwards County, and both of those squads have played each other. North City got the best of Edwards County, but again, like you mentioned, the best teams play the best teams this time of year.
Yeah, it'll be a dandy indeed. That's one match that I wish we could watch tonight. 2 of the top teams in 1A and 2 of the best teams in Southern Illinois going at it, and one of those teams going to move on to the Super Sectional next week.
And the winner of that one will get the winner of the Carlisle-Oakville contest going on. Again, it's Massac County coming in 33-5. Carmi-White County 36-2. Winner goes to the Elite 8 at Shelbyville on Monday with a date with Bloomington Central Catholic or Marora. We'll try to keep our eye on the scoreboard for that one. So we will step aside, and when we come back, we are going to have sectional championship action between Massac County and Carmi-White County in 3 minutes.
Welcome to Pro Rehab Carmi, where our passion is getting you back to life faster. It is our privilege to walk with you every step of the way using evidence-based treatments specifically created just for you. Whether it's sports, general orthopedics, or pelvic floor rehab, you are in the right hands. Your results are worth fighting for, and our team fights for you.
Call 384-7872 or visit Pro Rehab on Main in Carmi and get back to life faster. Have those potholes taken their toll on your vehicle?
Is your ride a little bumpy or pulling to one side?
The good folks at Cherry Street Automotive want to make sure your drive is a pleasant and safe one.
The pros will check your wheel alignment, shocks and struts, and hook you up with the perfect set of tires for your car, truck, or SUV.
With more than 800 tires in stock, you can count on Cherry Street Automotive for all your tire needs.
When quality counts, count on Cherry Street Automotive.
Before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber. From cabinets and flooring, doors and paint, lumber and hardware, to shingles and siding. Knowledgeable and friendly staff that have your back on all those home projects and even deliver to your door. So before you drive a nail, drive to Carmi Lumber for the woods, the goods, and the know-how. Visit Carmi Lumber, North 3rd Street in Carmi and carmilumber.net.
Taylor Eye Care in Carmi understands that you and your family's eyes deserves more than just a quick checkup. They take the time to get it right because your vision is their priority. From kids to grandparents, glasses to contact lenses, surgery consultation to emergency eye care, Taylor Eye Care handles it all with customized one-on-one attention. Visit TaylorEyeCare.com or call 382-4683 and experience excellence in eye care. Big city services in a small town. That's Butch & Associates CPAs, providing superior client services to folks here at home and across the U.S. Taxes, bookkeeping, accounting, and audit services, plus full-service consulting. At Butch & Associates CPAs, it's your journey backed by our commitment. Visit butch.com to learn more or contact us today.
Hamilton Memorial Hospital Carmi Family Clinic continues to be there to meet the needs of White County. Nurse practitioner Katherine Adams is accepting new patients at the Carmi Family Clinic location at 1112 Oak Street. Whether it's routine visits or acute needs, the dedicated care team is there to ensure wellness for the entire family. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Family Clinic, the care you need, when and where you need it, close to home. To schedule an appointment, call 618-382-5030.
Welcome back to Rich Herron Gymnasium. Cole Carter, Jason Craig with you. Master Control Chief Mrs. Whitney Carter on the keyboard. And they are going through the starting lineups. Massac County, the visitors on the scoreboard. Massac County isn't the tallest team that Carmi has seen this season, which that will be a positive for the Lady Bulldogs.
The one thing just catches my eye early on, Jason, a lot of maroon in this gym. We're in Franklin County, but it feels like a home game, and the camera doesn't do it justice because it's facing the Massac County side, and this Carmi side to our left is packed.
And the Carmi faithful come to their feet as the starting lineups for the Lady Bulldogs being announced. And I have to agree with you, Cole. Carmi's a lot louder.
Student section as well, great turnout. This is going to feel like a home game, and for a team that loves to feed off their energy, a great opportunity to do that tonight.
And Massac County, very heavy and experienced, 13 listed on the roster, 9 juniors and seniors. If you want to break that down even more, 6 of them are seniors, so a very senior-heavy team, very comparable to what Carmi has.
Yeah, very comparable indeed, and just like Carmi, this Massac team, these girls that are playing have played in big games. If you recall, these two teams met in the sectional last year in Fairfield where Carmi got the best of them. So, experience means a lot in high school sports in terms of the postseason, and we'll see which team's experience wins tonight.
And it appears as the officials make their way onto the court, we're going to have the same official lineup as we did Tuesday night's contest. Don't know how that happens. Usually 4-man rotation, everybody gets their turn at the Tower of Terror.
So hopefully we hand them the correct lineup card tonight.
Very well. Massac in their red, white, and blue team colors, Carmi in the home whites. And you can start to feel the electricity here at Rich Herron.
And again, this is probably arguably Carmi's toughest opponent they faced this season. This is going to be a dandy. It's going to be great. There we go. I think this radio box has seen better days, Jason.
Well, we'll take a glance down here. And again, a very intriguing lineup here for Carmi.
Bit of a smaller group.
Yeah. Grace Johnson getting the start, which hasn't been the norm. She usually comes in as the serve specialist.
But again, facing different opponents, try different things, and I'm sure there's a method to what Chris Lucas is thinking to start this match out. We'll see how it goes.
Kinley Longman, a senior for Massac County, wearing number 9, starting out on the strong side. She leads the team in kills, and she's pretty much the spark plug that makes this squad. And probably the height concern is going to be number 30, Lydia McCraw. She's starting in the weak hand or the offhand. And she will be quickly moving to middle, I would pretty much guarantee.
With Carmi serving first with this lineup, it allows one of their best servers, and Gracelyn Johnson, to start this contest.
So we are underway. And here comes Longman. Tips it over, covered there by Taylor. Here comes Simmons. Dug up, another opportunity for the Bulldogs. Simmons part 2, down the line, point.
Caroline made a killing on Tuesday, 19 kills in the semifinal win over Carterville with plays just like that. Going down the sideline, and there's nothing the opponent can do about it.
1-0 Lady Bulldogs. Here's a set from Edwards. Longman has to free ball it over. Here comes Simmons, tips it, covered. Back, here's Longman. And finds the middle wide open. And we're tied 1-1.
And it might be a case of which team's going to dig better in this matchup. Going to be a lot of outside hitting. These outside hitters, it's going to be something to watch. And so how can these two teams defend?
This will be Haley Smallman, the serve, and goes right at Simmons. Here's Elliott. Goes middle. Simmons up and down. Good angle shot by Caroline. Gives Carmi the lead back 2-1.
That's something Caroline's done so well over these last 4 years, just knowing where to place the ball when she's up in the air, trying to find the spots where the defense isn't.
Addie Elliott back to serve for her first go-around. And here's Longman again, blocked by Ryder, dug by Winter. Elliott goes back middle. Simmons again, dug by Smallman deep. Newell is there. Elliott wide, nice set to Simmons. And she gets another kill.
Well, that was a great play by Ella Newell running towards us. Able to keep that alive and allow them, and Massac County already going to burn a timeout.
That's a pro rehab timeout. We'll step aside. We're back in 30.
Citizens National Bank of Albion, proud supporter of local athletes and your most trusted financial partner.
Setting the standard in banking excellence for more than 80 years.
Citizens has the latest financial tools and technologies to help you score big.
And a team you can rely on for personal attention and outstanding service.
Visit CNB online at cnbalbion.com or your local Crossville location and see what sets them apart.
No better banking with Citizens National Bank of Albion. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Benton High School. Lady Bulldogs lead Massac County 3-1. An early timeout by Zach Miller. I'll take a quick opportunity to send a shout out to the watch party going on at the Carmi Elks.
Absolutely.
Really, very curious. I'm really curious timeout here early on. I know it's only a 2-point game, but we'll see if that comes back to haunt them. Elliott with the jump serve. And Smallman can't receive it. Free ball coming to Carmi. And Newell plays it. Here's Simmons again and gets it.
Get the perfect angle from up here to see what Caroline saw. Just split the two defenders there in the back row. And tell you what, Massac has made a mistake by letting her get this hot early.
4-1 Lady Bulldogs. Elliott again. And free balled over, covered by Simmons. Why not? Here's Caroline again, blocked at the net, and Ryder tried to dig it but couldn't.
You talk about Massac not having a whole lot of size. They're going to have to use whatever size they have to try to combat against these outside hitters for CWC.
And that's going to send Hannah Edwards back to serve for Massac. Her team trails 4-2. Smith with the receive. Middle set. Simmons takes a little off. Smallman dives and digs it out. Here's Logman. Dug by Smith. Elliott jump set. Tipped. Stays on the net. And somebody's going to be in the net.
They said it was
Massac. Double hit.
Massac coaches arguing that it was blocked first because block wouldn't count as a first hit, but regardless, point Carmi.
They're saying she made an upward motion as a set and then hit again. That's a no-no. Regardless, mark the bingo card.
Well, if you call back to last year, they get a little bit more, I don't know if you want to call it strict with these, maybe ticky-tack calls that you might not see in the regular season. You'll see them here in the postseason. They're still discussing something.
And Chris Lucas is urging the official, let's go. I've made the call. And now the officials are going to come over and have a conversation. And any momentum right now has just been sucked out of this gymnasium.
Yep.
So 5-2, Lady Bulldogs lead set number 1. And the official is going to make the call on a replay.
Wow. Well, we saw twice on Tuesday. The officials came together, discussed, and both times the call went in favor of the Lady Bulldogs, but this time they're going with the replay.
And now Chris Lucas is getting the call, and Chris Lucas is going to be okay with it. So we will replay. 4-2. And there's an ace.
And you're right, Jason, momentum. It's a big thing, and something small like that. Massac County's got a good student section turnout. Things like that can shift momentum one way or another.
Edwards with the serve. And Smith. Newell runs into the bleachers to save it, and Carmi can't get it over, and we're even 4-all. And the momentum has definitely swung into favor of Massac County after the replay.
Now that was the exact response that Massac County was looking for out of that early timeout. It worked in their favor.
Simmons with the receive, gets the set, takes a rip, dug by Smallman. Jones keeps it up. Free ball coming, opportunity to Carmi to set up. They're going to go out wide. Simmons puts it down and sends a message.
Again, you know it's coming. Just so hard to stop it.
Carmi back on top, 5-4 here in set number 1. Let's see who Simmons is going to pick on. They go to Jones. Oh, a big wall block for a kill by Winter and Ryder. Oh.
Those two have been a brick wall up there this season, especially in these last couple of weeks. Tori Ryder, we know how much she loves the postseason. That's back-to-back big points for the Lady Bulldogs.
Carmi up by 2, 6-4. Smallman with the receive. Edwards with the set, dug by Simmons. Elliott keeps it alive. Smith attacks, goes deep. Massac plays it. Out wide, here's Longman, blocked by Winter. Kill dug by Elliott. Simmons back set to Smith. Smallman with the dig. Free ball over, opportunity for Carmi. Simmons goes wide, Winter with the swing. Errant into the bleachers, Massac saves it, gets it over. Ryder with the save, Elliott out wide, here's Jaya Smith. Dug up by Logman. Tipped deep, Elliott there, Simmons, back set, Jaya Smith off the block. Gets it, what a rally.
2A volleyball at its finest.
7-4 Lady Bulldogs. Simmons with the jump serve. Logman gets it up, gets the return set, tips it over. Ryder blocked it, plays it. Elliott back out wide. Smith tipped, dug by Ryder. Simmons goes deep to reset the defense. Out wide, here's Logman, leans in, find an angle. Simmons dives to dig it. Back out to Smith, she punches it over. Opportunity for Massac, they go deep corner. Simmons keeps it alive. Smith bounces it, free ball coming to Massac. Smallman gets it up to Edwards. Jones tips it over, covered by Simmons. Here's Smith, and Smith hits it wide.
Punch, counter punch. That's what it's been here in this first set. And you got to give credit to Massac County. They've been able to respond really well in the early going and keeping this tight.
Logman back to serve for Massac. Her team trails 7-5. Goes right at Newell, up to Elliott, out wide. Here's Smith, blocked. That'll make it a 7-6 contest.
And Massac, not the tallest team, but they're playing stout at the net. And again, momentum just shifting back and forth.
Smith, Newell, Simmons back to receive for the Lady Bulldogs. And a net error. And we talked about it a lot, Cole. Cheapies, you got to have them tonight. There's no in that.
You'll take them however you can. At the same time, you want to avoid giving those away as much as you can.
8-6, Carmi on top. Smallman gets it up to Edwards. And Carmi plays it. Elliott out wide. Here's Smith. Tips it over, covered by Massac. Off the net, free ball coming to Carmi. Elliott going to go out wide to Jaya Smith. Blocked again.
And again, you got to give Massac credit. They're going right at Smith and Simmons on the outside, making them earn it. That's what good volleyball teams do.
8-7. Carmi still leading it. This will be Alyssa Towery back to serve for the Lady Patriots. And another service error.
It's 2 in a row.
That's going to put Callie Winter back to serve. 9-7 here in set number 1. They go at Logman. Quick set tipped. Nice cover by Newell. Elliott. They're going to call 2 hits. And Carmi's not going to argue it. Taylor will re-enter.
I couldn't quite see it there, to be honest, Jason.
Here's Logan Miller, the southpaw, goes at Newell. Elliott back set. Jaya Smith goes long, and Jaya is off her game.
Off to a really hot start. Just a couple of missed hits. Wouldn't be shocked to see Chris Lucas maybe take a timeout here soon.
We are even at 9. Simmons with the receive. They go. Here's Taylor off the tape and gets the cheapie. We'll take it.
Sometimes better be lucky than good. We'll take what you can get. Put Lady Bulldogs back in front.
And Jai Smith back to serve. Quick set, McCraw, nice dig by Smith. Out wide Simmons, tips it over, nice dig by Massac. Here's McCraw, she tips it off the tape, Simmons is there. They go backside to Taylor. Dug into the bleachers, Massac plays it, Logman trying to get it back over and comes up short. And Carmi swings the momentum back their way, 11-9.
And this is where you gotta stretch this thing out. 2-point lead. You want to get this to 5 or 6 before they get the serve back.
Smith with the jump serve. And a free ball coming to Carmi. Deep set, Newell is there. Elliott goes wide. Here's Simmons off the block out. 12-9. And now Zach Miller's got to kind of contemplate, do I burn my final timeout here? He will not. Smith deep corner. Smallman out wide. Here's McCraw. Shoots it deep. Newell is there. Elliott goes middle. Simmons. Nice dig by Smallman. Taylor tips it down. Nice dig by Massac. Here's McCraw down the line. Covered by Smith. Simmons goes to the deep corner. Newell shoots it over. Opportunity for Massac. Quick set to McCraw. Puts it down. Taylor keeps it alive. Smith back row attack. Dug up by Massac. Out wide. The Graves, and she finds the hole in the donut. Side out, Massac.
That was a great job by Graves, taking some off of it there in midair, figuring out where the Lady Bulldog defense was. And like you said, the donut, the open spot there in the middle, found the hardwood.
Kaylee Jones will come in to serve. She's a sophomore. 12-10 Carmi, set number 1. Knuckleball serve, Elliott with the set. Here comes Caroline. Blocked out of bounds. Side out Carmi.
Now 7 kills for number 7.
And the Lady Bulldogs have made it through 1 full rotation as Grace Johnson's back to serve for her 2nd time in the set. Nice serve. Smallman gets it up in the air. Free ball coming to the Lady Bulldogs. Smith with the pass. Elliott goes wide. Simmons again!
Good luck.
And Carmi with their largest lead of the set, 14-10.
And just keep on stretching it. Keep this gas pedal down.
See who Johnson goes after this time. Same spot. Oh, nice play there by the setter, Edwards. Carmi creeping in, and she sent it deep corner, nobody home.
We've seen Addie Elliott do that a couple of times this year. You said it 1,000 times. They don't expect you to try to sneak one over, and she did right there.
Smallman back to serve. Smith with the receive. Elliott goes middle. Here's Simmons. Nice dig by Edwards. Here's Logman, blocked by Elliott. Smith out wide to Simmons, takes a little off and gets the kill.
It's been that kind of night for Caroline Simmons. Again, just the placement is something to watch. just to know exactly where to put the ball, exactly where the defense isn't.
15-11, Lady Bulldogs lead Massac here in set number 1. Elliott with the jump serve. Up to Edwards, out wide to Jones, blocked by Winter. Ryder keeps it alive. They'll go middle. Simmons there, gets it again. The old curly cue set to the middle, and Carmi has increased the lead to 5, and that will be Massac's final timeout, a pro rehab timeout. We're back in 30.
Great teamwork is no accident.
David and the gang at Hale Body Shop salute the area athletes.
Just as in sports, the team at Hale Body Shop work together to make sure you get your car back as quickly as possible.
When it comes to collision repair, more and more people choose the team way out there on Possum Road.
Hale Body Shop in Carmi.
David and the gang are proud supporters of area athletes.
Cole Carter, Jason Craig with you here at Rich Herron Gymnasium, Benton High School, where Carmi-White County leads Massac County 16-11. After the replay call, Carmi has kind of reorganized, and they are stepping on the gas pedal, like you said.
Yeah, Massac County kind of used that as their momentum shifter early and able to get back and tie it, but little mini run here for the Lady Bulldogs. Got this up to a 5-point lead. Really want to see them run away with this one and take momentum into the second set.
Addie Elliott back to serve. Goes right at Jones. Edwards runs, bumps it up. Free ball coming for Carmi. Smith calls for it. Elliott goes out wide. Simmons again, and she puts it in the net.
Well, she's human. We've figured that out. Just a hot start for Caroline, and Massac hasn't had many answers for her, and they'll take those freebies they can get.
That'll send Edwards back for the Lady Patriots. They trail 16-12. Elliott bump set. Simmons right at Smallman, and nobody recovers the second hit.
And Smallman's played really good tonight. Been all over the place with some great digs, and great dig that time and no reward. Nobody went to go get it.
17-12, Carmi-White County on top here in set number 1. Simmons with the jump serve. Oh, plays it. Elliott goes wide. Here's Smith. Smallman is there. Edwards shoots it out wide. Here's Logman. Blocked by Winter. Jones hit the net, and they do call it. Sorry, I can't be the official. My bad. Bad Jason. Bad Jason.
To have it.
18-12, Carmi's largest lead of the contest. Simmons goes at Jones, now Edwards. Quick set to Jones over the block of Ryder into the hole of the donut. Side out, Massac.
That was just great touch right over the fingertips of Torrey, and Carmi couldn't get there in time.
Logman back to serve. Simmons with the receive. Elliott goes backside. Here's Torrey Ryder and takes a shot. And Massac can't get it back over. Wow.
That's twice now in this little mini run that Massac's had a really good dig, but just can't really recover and scramble and get it back over.
(19-13), Lady Bulldogs. Smallman up close, and that's out long by Logan Miller.
Carmi in a great spot, but you got to finish it here.
Carmi hits 21st, 20-13. Corson with the serve. Smallman up to Edwards. They go middle set Jones, this time covered by Smith. Simmons will shoot it deep. Logman is there. Edwards on the tape, out wide. And a miss hit by Graves. And she lost her balance going up to hit. And Carmi increases the lead to 8, 21-13.
And it kind of feels like Massac has kind of ran out of gas. They're just praying for this first set to be over to reset.
Corson hits that one a tad long. First service mistake by the Lady Bulldogs tonight.
But that was a nice run. Came at a good time. You've got a 7-point lead here. And even if you do take this first set, like we talked about last week against Newton, you don't want to let them, outscore you here in this final stage to get confidence going into the second set.
Towery with the serve, Simmons with the receive. Elliott, bad set. Taylor shoots it deep, covered there by Longmar. And a block by Taylor and Smith. Miller blocked at the net. Side out Carmi, 22-14. Callie Winter back to serve again. Winter goes right at Logman. Edwards, quick set to McCraw. Nice down. Winter was there but couldn't handle it.
And Callie was in the right place. Just couldn't quite get under it. Still a 7-point lead.
Miller back to serve for the Lady Patriots. They trail 22-15. Simmons with the receive. Elliott is going to go backside to Smith. It slaps it all the way over, and it's long. Miller tried to play it. Carmi's wanting a tip. And our angle was blocked by the tower of the top official.
It sure looked like it was tipped.
So side out continues. Miller will serve again. Elliott, why? Here's Taylor. Kill. Audrey Taylor getting involved in the kill column. And Carmi's 2 points away from set number 1. Jaya Smith back to serve. Up to Edwards. McCraw blocked by Elliott. Edwards will send it over. Opportunity for the Bulldogs. Elliott goes out wide. Simmons! Smallman is there. Edwards goes out wide to Graves. Down the line, covered there by Taylor. Elliott goes middle. Simmons ripped it, but right at the net.
Massac staying afloat here in the first set.
23-17. And it appears there's some moisture on the floor. And whoever has the best tennis shoes will fix it, and there you go. Oh, they're actually saying the plate was coming up.
That's a bingo card item right there.
That's something you don't really coach. Watch out for the plate.
Now, I don't want to sound dumb, but what is that middle plate for there? Because obviously you have them on the where the volleyball poles go. Would that be, I guess, if you're playing multiple games in this gym, probably?
It could be.
Okay.
Yeah, I would think so. I don't know where else. I'm looking at the pickleball lines down. That would be right there. Oh.
Tape it over.
That's interesting.
That can't be safe.
So to be fair, do you tape the other one down?
I think to be fair. If I'm Chris Lucas, that's what I'm going to argue.
So problem solved the old-fashioned way. If it's broke, tape it. Play will resume with Massac trailing 23-17. Jones with the serve into the net. Set Point for the Lady Bulldogs. And Graceland Johnson to serve. Third trip to the service line for Johnson. Goes right at Smallman. Up to Edwards. Out wide, Logman throws it down, covered by Taylor. Up Smith, back row attack. Goes long. And that will make Smallman have to serve it out for Massac. They trail 24-18 here in set number 1. Simmons with the receive. Elliott goes middle. Simmons puts it down. Yahtzee. Lady Bulldogs win set number 1, 25-18. We'll step aside. We'll come back for set number 2 in 3 minutes.
I'm Nancy J. Winter, CPA. We believe in family values, even in the world of finance, because every financial decision impacts your family. For all the milestones in your life, our team is here to maximize your savings, minimize your taxes, and help you plan for a prosperous future.
Visit Nancy J. Winter, CPA in Carmi for tax planning, saving for college, retirement planning, and the expertise to help get you where you want to be. Learn more at nancyjwintercpa.com or call 382-2364. Nancy J. Winter, CPA, where you are treated like family.
Hey football fans, it's Matt Rice from Rice Motor Company in Carmi. We're proud supporters of Bulldog Athletics and want to help you make the perfect play from the driveway to the highway. Make the winning drive in a new Chevy Traverse or go the distance and score big on comfort with the GMC Acadia. There won't be any fumbles with these vehicles, just smooth handling all season long. Rice Motor Company in Carmi, your hometown dealer since 1931 and proudly supporting another year of CWCHS Bulldog football. Go Dogs!
At the First National Bank, we're proud to be a part of this community, serving you with dedication and a smile.
Our team is here to support you, offering financial solutions to meet your needs.
Whether saving for your future, financing your dreams, or managing your everyday banking, we're here to help.
Thank you for choosing the First National Bank.
And as proud supporters of our local teams,
we wish you the best of luck this season.
The First National Bank, your local bank, supporting our local athletes. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Roark Transport in Carmi, driving the distance, delivering the difference. Commercial or residential, anhydrous, propane and fuel, rock, dirt, and lime, parking lots and driveways. And farmers can depend on Roark Transport to deliver their lime when and where they need it. Remember, Roark Transport for your next job or your next haul. Fast and dependable, your best move in transportation. Call Roark Transport at 618-265-3665. That's 265-3665.
Hi Bulldog fans, this is Kyle Hosick, your local country financial representative serving all of White County with offices in Carmi and now Enfield. My business's core values focus on educating our current and future clients on current market trends while operating with the utmost integrity and providing a level of service excellence you won't find anywhere else. I want to wish all the athletes and coaches a safe and winning season. Come see me, Kyle Hosick, at one of our office locations and see why my team is different. Come experience more, come experience excellence.
Family owned and operated for more than 70 years. Rush Appliance and Furniture stands the test of time. We have a large selection of in-stock furniture and appliances for every room in your home, grills and smokers, and an unmatched dedication to superior service. This is Sean Rush inviting you to visit me in Fairfield or my dad Terry in Carmi, where we can help you furnish every room in your house with superb service after the sale.
Cole Carter, Jason Craig, Master Control Chief, Mrs. Whitney Carter on the keyboards. Getting ready for set number 2 here at Rich Herron Gymnasium, Benton High School. Lady Bulldogs won set number 1, 25-18.
Just a couple of scores from what I've seen in 2A action. Rochester takes the first set over Quincy Notre Dame. Pontiac takes care of Chicago Christian in the first set. Trinity defeats Rickover Academy. And Rockford Christian defeats Richmond Burton in the first set. Nashville lost their first set to Columbia. And we haven't heard anything from that Central Catholic Merle Forsyth match yet.
So Massac serves first. Here's Addie Elliott. Goes out wide. Caroline Simmons picks up where she left off. Carmi up 1-0.
And you look to your seniors to step up in these big championship matches, and that's been the case tonight for Caroline Simmons. Double-digit kills already.
Elliott back to serve. And goes right at Smallman. Quickly up to Edwards. Logman takes a rip, and that is long, but they're going to call a tip. The back official says Newell touched it.
It was hard to tell from our angle, but I thought she might have. Chris Lucas not going to argue that call too much.
Smallman to receive, or serve rather. Smith with the receive. Backside, Simmons goes cross court, covered by Massac. Here's Miller, covered by Elliott. Smith, back set, Caroline Simmons a little off. Edwards is there, Jones keeps it alive. Logman tips it over, covered by Elliott. Smith, here comes Simmons, dug by Smallman. Edwards bumps out wide to Logman, takes a rip, Smith digs it up. Elliott goes middle, Simmons blocked and gets it down. Maya Jones had the block stuck in her hand, couldn't do anything with it. Side out, Lady Bulldogs. Simmons with the jump serve. Goes right at Jones. And free ball coming to Carmi. Newell with the control to Elliott. Over to Smith. And Smith gets going.
Shot got off to a hot start there in that first set. Miss-hit a few. You got to feel like, if she can get going in this second set, it's all but over.
I thought for a minute there Zach Miller was calling another timeout at 3-1.
He called it a 2-1 in the first set, didn't he?
Yeah.
2-1, 3-1.
Uses a substitution. Play resumes. Smallman up to Edwards. Edwards on the net. Nice set. Blocked. And we're going to have Carmi in the net. Heck of a bump set. Backward bump set to Logman. And we're 3-2. Carmi on top. Edwards back to serve for Massac. And that is long. Third service error for the Lady Patriots.
And Carmi's going to take those freebies as much as they can. Have no problem with that.
Addie Corson back to serve for the maroon and white. They lead 4-2. Edwards goes to Jones, covered by Elliott. Simmons with the set. Here comes Smith. Blocked. Smallman cannot recover it. And Jaya Smith is starting to catch fire.
Just building that confidence. And we've seen how dominant Caroline can be tonight. You get both of those two going, that's a lot to handle for any team.
Massac going to a four-man serve receive. And Corson sends it long. Two service errors by Corson alone.
And you got a freshman playing in a sectional championship. Give her a little bit of grace.
And the Patriots rotate to put Logman back to serve. And she serves it long.
That's that play there by Newell to let that one go. Been kind of sloppy here in this second set after some really good play from both sides in the first.
Winner back to serve now, 6-3. Carmi on top, and Winner will get it in. Edwards shoots it into the deep corner. Winner gets an arm on it. Simmons is there. Free ball coming to Massac. Logman gets it up to Edwards. On the tape, Jones puts it down. Nice one-hand set by Edwards.
Good placement by Edwards. Lady Bulldog defense is moving to her right. Slapped it back left, got it down the line.
That will put Jones back to serve. Or not. They're going to bring Towery in to serve. She's missed the serve tonight. 6-4, Carmi leads here in set number 2. Lady Bulldogs took set number 1, 25-18. Simmons with the receive, out wide. Here's Smith. And Smith gets her third kill of the set.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep going back to her.
And Smith gets rewarded by getting the serve. And goes right at Smallman. Edwards shoots it out wide. Smith with the dig. Elliott, here comes Simmons. That's wide. I thought it might have got a block.
I thought so too.
And again, both teams, like you said, Cole, a little sloppy here in set number 2. Logan Miller back to serve, the southpaw. Smith with the receive. They're going to go back to Simmons. Smallman, and somehow Massac gets it over, but Carmi with another chance. Here's Audrey Taylor, puts it down.
Simmons on one side, Smith on the other. Can't forget about Audrey Taylor there in the middle.
And Carmi increases the lead 8-5. Johnson now will serve. It goes right at Smallman. Edwards bumps set out wide to McCraw, takes a little off. Nice dig by Simmons. Smith back row attack, takes a little off. Edwards out wide. Miller blocked at the net. Massac keeps it alive, tips it over in 2 and found Carmi sitting on their heels.
Yeah, again, one of those fake the pass, no look, and just dropped it right there in the middle.
Now Kaylee Jones will serve for Massac. 8-6 here in the second set. Floater, and Smith gets to it. Elliott slaps it over in 2. Smallman bounces it out wide. Free ball coming to Carmi. Newell calls. Elliott goes wide to Simmons. Blocked. Ryder keeps it alive. Simmons again. Tips it over. Covered by Logman. Edwards out to Logman. She takes a rip, and that is long. And you get a feel, Cole, that you want a 3-4 point margin may be enough.
Yep. With as many mistakes as we're seeing, and neither team has been able to make any sort of run in the second set.
Addie Elliott with the jump serve. And Jones shanks the receive.
I'm kind of surprised we haven't seen Massac take a timeout yet in the second set.
Carmi with their largest lead of the second set, 10-6. Smallman bounces it out to Edwards. Logman covered by Elliott. Smith back set. Simmons off the net. Gets it over into the hole. Jones dives. Back outside. Logman down the line. That is long. And Massac wanting the call for the tip.
On the backside official on the other side, what did he say? Massac was pointing at him, thinking maybe he had a different call, but nope, nothing.
11-6. And a service error by Addie Elliott. Just when you think the Bulldogs are going to start the run.
Yep. And they're trying to build this lead in the middle of this set. Can't have those. Carmine's been able to avoid those for the most part tonight.
Smallman back to serve for Massac. They trail 11-7. And they go at Simmons. Elliott is going to go right back to Simmons. Middle hit off the block, out of bounds. Bulldogs by 5.
Massac County inching near that danger zone.
Simmons goes right at Jones, up to Edwards. Out wide, here's Logman. Throws it, Newell's there. Elliott shoots it out wide. Here's Smith. Off the block, Smallman covers. Edwards out wide, Logman loads, blocked by Winter, covered by Elliott. Simmons back set, Smith. Tipped, blocked there, straight down by Jones. And Jones has had Smith's number all night.
And they're in that middle part of that first set. Jones was right there, got a couple blocks, and she's been really the only presence that Massac County has had at the net.
12-8, Lady Bulldogs lead Massac County here in set number 2. And here's a set to Smith. Goes deep. Smallman is there. Edwards goes backside to Miller. Cross court. Elliott is there. Simmons goes up to Winter. Winter takes a little off. Smallman digs it out. Quick set to Jones. Tapped over. Covered by Winter. Another opportunity for the Lady Patriots. Here's Miller on the tape. Newell keeps it alive. Elliott shoots it out wide. Smith gets it over. Edwards one hits it over. Now an opportunity for the Bulldogs. Elliott goes out wide. Smith blocked out of bounds. Side out Carmi.
They'll keep going to Jaya. They'll let her go right at Jones. That time, Jones still got the block, but out of bounds.
13-8. And we're going to have a timeout, a pro rehab timeout called by Massac. We'll be back in 30.
When the Carmi White County Bulldogs hit the field, they play with heart, hustle, and hometown pride. At the Jordan Funeral Group, we're proud to stand behind them. Supporting our team means supporting our community. Whether it's game day or one of life's tougher moments, we're here to walk beside you. Call 618-382-5222 to learn more about Campbell Funeral Home and Stendeback Funeral Home. The Jordan Funeral Group, always on your team, always by your side.
Welcome back to Rich Herron Gymnasium. Cole Carter, Jason Craig, Master Control Chief. And this is Whitney Carter. 13-8 is your score here in set number 2. Lady Bulldogs won set number 1, 25-18.
Some other 2A finals. Rochester takes down Quincy Notre Dame in 2 sets. Trinity over Rickover in 2 sets. That's the only 2 finals I've got so far. Still no score from that Maroa and Bloomington Central Catholic contest.
Corson back to serve for the Lady Bulldogs. Smallman with the receive. Quick set to Jones. Puts it down. Nice dig by Corson. Elliott, one-hand set. Blocked by Jones. Here's Logman. Takes a little off. Elliott is there. Simmons calls for the set. They go to Jaya Smith. She takes a little off. Edwards bumps it up. Logman's going to shoot it over. Opportunity for Carmi. Elliott bump set on the tape, and Miller puts it down.
Kind of a misfortunate hit there. They just set that up for Massac right in front of the net. And nothing Jaya Smith could do there all by herself here on the near side.
And that will put Logmar back in the back row to serve. 13-9. And that is wide. The senior having a rough night from the service line.
Been a little rough for both sides in this second set after some really crisp, really exciting volleyball there in that first set.
Callie Miller, will serve. Winter, my apologies. Here's Miller, and she finds the back line. Side out, Massac.
That's a couple times now Massac has taken advantage of where Carmi is defensively and able to shoot it over and find the hardwood there in the back row.
Towery will go back to serve for the Lady Patriots. 4-man receive for the Lady Bulldogs. Simmons calls for it. Elliott goes outside. Here's Smith. Towery is there. Edwards goes. Miller. Cross court. That is out. Oh, now he puts it down, calls it in. Oh, my. He raised his flag up, and then he brought it down and pointed in.
It's small things like that that can make a big difference. I mean, it's one thing to make one call the other, but
Play will resume. Here's Smith, and Smith puts it on the corner.
Good response. Massac had a chance to use that for their momentum, but Jaya with a great answer.
15-11. Jaya back to serve now. And a shank receive, and that ball's going into the bleachers. Graves couldn't handle the serve. And Carmi's back up 5, 16-11.
And this is that danger zone if you're Massac County.
And again, they go at Graves. Edwards gets it up to Miller. She gets a full rip. And that was off the block and goes long, side out Massac.
You got to give credit to the Patriots. They've had a response for almost everything Carmi's put in their way in this second set.
Logan Miller now to serve. Smith with the receive. Elliott wide. Here's Simmons, and Simmons puts one down.
Can't keep her quiet for too long, and I think we got an accomplishment here, Jason.
And they are coming out as Simmons has recorded.
Or Addie Elliott.
Addie Elliott has recorded her 1,000th set or assist.
And we were talking earlier, wasn't sure how close she was. Congratulations, Addie.
So play will resume. The Lady Bulldogs leading 17-12. Smallman with the receive. Out wide, here's McCraw down the line. Johnson was there but couldn't keep it in play.
And again, a good response by Massac. You know, Carmi gets the momentum, the accomplishment. They respond by getting a point and getting back within 4.
Jones back to serve now for the Lady Patriots. Floating serve, Simmons handles it. They're going to go wide. Here's Simmons again, right at Smallman. Another opportunity for Carmi. They'll go middle. Ryder puts it down. Oh.
Well, they shift your eyes to the outside with Smith over here, and Elliott takes a little bit off of that and sets up her good friend Tori Ryder.
18-13. Elliott back to serve. Up to Edwards, quick set McCraw, throws it down, cross court, that stays in.
That's just good placement there. Found the open area on the far sideline. Lady Patriots hanging around.
18-14. Smallman back to serve, the libero. Smith with the receive. Elliott goes middle. Here's Simmons in the net. 18-15. And Massac County is going to call a timeout. We'll take one as well. We're back in 30.
Huck's Market is proud to support Bulldogs athletics for the 2025-26 school year. Head into Huck's to get your essentials, or better yet, use Huck's online ordering in the Huck's Bucks Big Rewards loyalty app to get your favorites delivered. Feed the family with their famous Cluck's fried chicken or delicious Godfather's pizza. And don't forget to wash it down with an ice-cold Big Swig. Huck's, where it's always fresh, fast, and friendly.
18-15. Carmi-White County leading Massac County here in set number 2. Carmi-White County won set number 1, 25-18. And again, Cole, we are kind of scratching our head here. Massac has used both timeouts. They had just got a point to get within 3. Very interesting.
I thought they would ride the momentum and force Chris Lucas into taking a timeout. We'll see how that works out.
Smith with the receive. Elliott one-hand set. And Carmi somehow gets it over. Edwards quick to Jones. Dug by Simmons. Gets the return set. Puts it down. Side out Carmi. 19-15.
And here's a really golden opportunity for Carmi. You've got the serve and a 4-point lead. Chance to really run away with this right here.
Simmons determines who she's going to pick on. And she goes at Evans. Jones has to shoot it deep. Newell is there. Elliott goes wide. Here's Jaya Smith. Down! Nice dig by Smallman. Free ball coming back over to Carmi. Elliott is going to go out wide. Smith again. Corner, and they're going to call that wide.
Well, what a dig, that previous hit by Smallman. I'm with you. I thought it was down. But she's just able to get her hands underneath it to keep it alive. She has been all over the place, this Massac County team.
She leads the team in digs for a reason.
Edwards not even close.
Edwards with the serve. They go backside. Tori Ryder puts it away. And the emotional spark plug will exit side left. And that will bring Corson back to serve. Carmi gets the 21st. Corson goes right at Smallman. Edwards shoots it out wide. Jones, oh my, nice little trick play there. Jones looked like she was going to wind up and put it down right-handed and taps it over with the left hand.
And everything Carmi's done, Massac has had a response for. They're not going away.
Logan back to serve again. Simmons with the errant serve receive. And Massac climbs within 2, 20-18.
Gotta give credit to this Lady Patriot team. I mean, just when you think Carmi is going to run away with it, they refuse.
Logan with the jump serve. Smith, and again, another opportunity for Massac. Edwards goes backside to Miller. Blocked, into the net, side out, Massac. Chris Lucas wants a pro rehab timeout. We'll take one as well. We're back in 30.
Our community's healthcare starts at Farrell Hospital Carmi Family Medicine, with providers who care for everyone in your family through all stages of life.
For your convenience, Carmi Family Medicine offers walk-in weekend clinics, Saturdays 9 to 5 and Sunday 1 to 5, for treatment of minor illnesses and injuries.
Quality, relationship-based primary care right here at home in Carmi.
Visit farrellhospital.org to learn more.
Twenty to 19, Carmi-White County leading Massac County here in set number 2. And in probably the last 3 to 5 minutes, Cole, this game is taking a turn on a corner.
Well, it's been a game of momentum shifts, game of runs, and again, I've said it a couple of times, Massac County, you just got to give them props for how they've responded for everything that Carmi has sent their way. And Carmi was in a golden spot just a few minutes ago to kind of run away with this one, but here are the Lady Patriots.
Logman to serve. Simmons with the receive. Elliott goes out wide. Here's Smith. Puts it into the wall block. And we are tied at 20. And right now the momentum has gone to the Lady Patriots.
Yep. This is it when you're Chris Lucas. You look to your seniors. Got to make a couple of spark plays here.
Logman. And Logman swings it long. An opportunity for Carmi.
You'll take that also. Again, you'll take whatever freebies you can get. Really want to see Cali Winter get us at least 2 points here.
21-20. Winter with the serve. And an opportunity for Carmi. Elliott goes backside. Taylor goes deep, covered by Logman. Edwards to Miller. And blocked into the net by Taylor. We're tied at 21.
And again, that was a great serve by Cali Winter, but Smallman has just been all over the place for this Massac County team.
And that will put Maya Jones back to serve, the freshman. And she serves it long. Side out Carmi, 22-21.
That's got to make you sick of your Massac County fan. That's two crucial service errors.
Jaya Smith will serve. Logman up to Edwards. Backside to Miller. Off the net. Tipped. Covered by Taylor. They go out wide. Here's Simmons. Tips it over. Dug by Edwards. Smallman goes back outside to Miller. Dug by Taylor again. Out wide. Here's Simmons. Blocked at the net. Opportunity again for Carmi. They're going to go middle. Taylor. Dug by Smallman. Edwards out wide. Here's Jones. Covered by Smith. Elliott to Simmons. And puts it into the net.
And Caroline had the right idea. I mean, that was wide open. Just couldn't quite get it over the net.
We're dead even, 22-all. Now Miller to serve. Floating serve, Newell's there. Elliott goes out wide. Simmons blocked, out of bounds, side out Carmi. And that will put Johnson back at the line for the Lady Bulldogs. And the Carmi faithful are coming to their feet.
Shout out Jackson Bradshaw getting the Bulldog fans on their feet.
Smallman with the receive. Edwards goes backside, back row attack. Blocked by Ryder at the net. Match point, Carmi.
Here we go.
24-22. Massac, no timeouts. Graves will enter. Jones to the bench. Johnson, who's been the specialty server all year long. Does she have one more in her pocket? They go at Smallman. Edwards, quick to McCraw. And Smith can't dig it out. Side out Massac. 24-23 Lady Bulldogs.
And it's only fitting that this would go as far as it could in the second set.
And Kaylee Jones back to serve, the sophomore. Floating serve to Newell. Here's Elliott out wide. Caroline Simmons. Dug by Smallman. Now Edwards goes out wide. Here's Longman. Tie game.
Everything Carmine's done, Massac County has had an answer. And now you have no choice but to respond.
24-all. Jones. Ooh, that was going long. Free ball coming for Massac. Jones bumps it up to Edwards. Quick set to McCraw. Punches it over. Smith with the set out wide. Simmons goes deep. Smallman is there. Edwards decides to go wide. Here's Longmore. Tipped over, dug by the Carmi. They keep it alive. Miller up to Edwards. McCraw throws it over, out of bounds. Side out, Carmi.
What a play, Ella Newell. She didn't use her feet this time. What a play by the junior to keep it alive. And match point.
25-24. The maroon and white are on their feet. Elliott with the jump serve. Jones up to Edwards. Here's Logman. Puts it down. Smith is there. Simmons bumps it straight to the net. McCraw throws it down. Side out Massac. And when I say throw, it's a throw. Dead even 25. Smallman back to serve now. They go at Simmons. Elliott gets it up. Taylor gets it over. And that's going to be side out Carmi. Match point number 3 for the Lady Bulldogs. And Caroline Simmons put an exclamation point. 26-25. They go with Miller up to Edwards. Logman puts it in the net. Carmi is going to the Elite Eight. 25-18, 27-25, Carmi defeats Massac County. The Lady Bulldogs advance to the Elite Eight. They will play Monday night in Shelbyville against Bloomington Central Catholic, a rematch. What an exciting match.
Everything we would expect it to be, and then some. I think they heard us talking about sloppy play earlier in the second set, and both teams stepped it up, and my goodness, what a match.
And now the fun part. Carmi will go get the hardware. Carmi improves to 37-2. Massac's campaign for the year ends at 33-6. We'll step aside. When we come back, we'll have some conversations, try to catch head coach Chris Lucas. You've been watching the sectional championship Class 2A volleyball on WRUL Sports YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
The Carmi Kiwanis Club is working hard to make a difference in the community, and it all starts with serving the children of the world. From fundraising efforts with proceeds going directly back into the community, to working hand in hand with the Key Club, schools, and much more. At the Carmi Kiwanis Club, we build, and we'd love to welcome you. We meet every Thursday at noon in the White County Farm Bureau basement. Come visit us for lunch, a great program, and learn more about how Kiwanis helps move our region forward.
Little Giant Grocery Outlet is keeping score. Every spike, every touchdown, every bucket all year long. And every product you pick up at your favorite local grocer is also priced to help you stretch your dollar. That's the secret to success at Little Giant. Carefully hunting for the best deals so you can stock your fridge and pantry for less. Shop Little Giant, where the giant stands high in the sky. 7 days a week, 7 to 7.
Carmi White County volleyball season is in full swing, and every serve, every spike, every win starts with community support. At First Bank, we're proud to help our Bulldogs soar higher. When you carry the First Bank Bulldogs debit card, every swipe means a donation from First Bank directly to Carmi White County schools. It's easy to score big for our students. Just shop local and show your Bulldog pride. Supporting Carmi since 1893, First Bank is here for businesses, farmers, families, and future champions. Get your Bulldogs debit card today and help us make great things happen on and off the court. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Wabash General Hospital athletic training and sports medicine teams welcome you back to school and sports. Wabash General Hospital proudly serves 13 high schools and 3 junior colleges and is proud to build strong community relationships with area schools and organizations to provide high-quality health care to young people. Learn more by visiting wabashgeneral.com.
Hi, I'm Denton Weiss, inviting you to go to Jansen. Come see us at the dealership just west of town or visit gojansen.com. We've got an incredible selection of new and used vehicles waiting to take you on your next adventure, and a full team of sales consultants and service techs committed to taking care of you. Drop by soon, check us out online at gojansen.com, and find out why more folks choose Jansen. Weekdays 8 to 6, Saturdays till 3.
It's our favorite time of the year, Truck Month at Expressway Ford. Right now we've got an incredible selection of Ford trucks. Big rebates and low APRs make this a fantastic time to buy. Drive home the tough and dependable F-150 or the hardworking Super Duty. Plus, check out our Rangers and Mavericks. See our entire truck inventory at expresswayfordonline.com. All priced to sell. Expressway Ford, #1 for Ford trucks, Mount Vernon, Indiana, USA.
Welcome back to Rich Herron Gymnasium. Moments ago, Carmi White County defeats Massac County 25-18, 27-25 to advance to the Super Sectional. On Monday, they will take on a familiar face in Bloomington Central Catholic as they defeated Marora earlier this evening. And again, Cole, this game lived up to the hype, especially that second set. That could have been anybody's match or anybody's set there.
Well, with how it started, the first set was just back and forth. It was fun. And the second set had some service errors, some missed hits, and thought, man, kind of running out of gas here. But as soon as someone's season comes close to being over, you're going to get their best effort. And that's what that last part of that second set was. That was just 2A volleyball at its finest. You got to tip your cap to Massac County. What a match they played. They gave Carmi everything they had. But the Lady Bulldogs, with this senior leadership, just made enough plays there at the end to win it.
Yeah, Carmi carried a lead late, 5 points, I believe, around 19-14. And Massac made a massive run to get it back to level at 22 all. And then it just became a back and forth battle, and then became a race to 2. Both teams tied 24 apiece, and a couple mistakes on both sides. But Carmi comes out victorious, and they will take on Bloomington Central Catholic on Monday up at Shelbyville. But again, couldn't ask for a better environment. It was everything it lived up to.
Yeah, great turnout by the Carmi student section, the Carmi faithful that made the trip here, and this felt like a sectional championship type atmosphere, a great gym, and just a great volleyball match to go along with it. Congrats to Lady Bulldogs. They know they got their hands full again on Monday, and I'm sure they've got a little bit of revenge on their mind as well.
And added icing on the cake, Addie Elliott picking up her 1,000th career assist. It's always not the easiest thing in the world, and we've had 2 of them do it in the last 3 years.
And Jason, I'm curious as to how many Addie had going into this year, because I would put money down. It was probably less than 50. I mean, you talk about Lauren Brzezinski, who's been a tremendous setter the last couple of years, and so Addie steps in playing that position this year. We've heard Coach Lucas talk about her all season long, but I bet every bit of 950 plus of those assists have come this season alone, which is just incredible.
Again, Carmi winning 25-18, 27-25. Trying to scour the dog pound of fans. Trying to find Chris Lucas. He's the only one wearing black.
I think Darren Kennard's going to steal him first, but we'll get him eventually.
So he's starting to make his way. And we'll buy him some time here. Again, no update on the 1A match between NCOE and Edwards County, as we've scoured the internet, and that's going on at Trico. Chris Lucas, not the fastest man on the planet, but he will get here, trust me. We're going to let head coach Chris Lucas catch his breath, because he had quite the haul, and he has to carry his Mountain Dew with him for these things. But
yeah, no doubt about that. So.
Again, Chris, congratulations on a great win. The match lived up to the expectations, especially that second set. You got to be proud for your girls.
Yeah, I mean, it's it's just unbelievable the way these kids are. And, we cruised through the first set pretty easily, but I told them Massac's a great program with a big tradition, and they're going to give you everything you want in the second set. And we pulled out pretty quickly to a pretty decent lead, and then we just quit serve receiving. We started tipping roll shot balls instead of attacking like we did in the first set. And I knew they would come back and, give us everything that we wanted. And so, but I don't know what else to say. I mean, these kids, 3 straight regionals, 3 straight sectionals, headed to the super sectional again. It's just unbelievable feeling. Just never gets old. I mean, and it's just, like I said, it's all these kids out here. You've got people wanting to talk to them, radio stations, college coaches, all that stuff, wanting all of our kids. And it's just been a tremendous ride so far. And we'll go Monday. I'm sure Bloomington Central Catholic will be winning that game on the other side, and we'll be ready to go with them Monday at Shelbyville. So.
Well, and again, tonight, it's always been about the team. If one player's down, it seemed that Jaya Smith had her number there in the first set. She just really couldn't get anything going, and then here comes Audrey Taylor to step in and kind of carry the load. Jaya gets going in the second set. There's always been an answer every match this year that if one focal player is kind of struggling, somebody else says, tap me, I'll do it.
Absolutely right. Yeah, Jai struggled, and she knows it in the first set, but she's a great player, and I knew she'd come back strong in the second set. Caroline dominated that first set, but then Audrey Taylor, a couple of huge kills, and Tori Ryder.
Yep.
I mean, in huge moments, we gave her. We told her, like, you're going to get the ball some today because their outsides don't block over there. And I said, you're going to get it and put it down. And she smoked balls a couple of times. And another player I want to bring out that really saved our butt there at the end was Nora Taylor on a nice dig over here. And we showed her exactly what to be looking for as far as the dump and the hitting down the line. Ella did a great job when number 9 Loganman was pushing balls to the corner like she likes to do. So the awesome thing about it is that we can talk to these girls and give them a game plan, and they go out and execute exactly what we ask them to do. They know exactly where they're supposed to be, and we give them all that detailed information before, and it doesn't overload them. They just go out and do it. And, it's a test. The second set, Massac played great, but our kids, you got five seniors out there and kids that have been out there for 3 or 4 years, and this is just what I expect them to do in big situations. So great effort from our role players tonight too. But our big two, Jai and Caroline, came up huge tonight.
So we'll wrap it up with this. You got a familiar foe on Monday with Bloomington Central. Kind of remind us here, what are you looking at come Monday night?
Well, they're good. They lost one kid from that team last year. I mean, we played with them last year. I think it was 25-22, 25-21 or whatever. But the kid they lost was their setter, who is playing with Ashland now at Illinois Wesleyan. And so they've got an outside that just committed to Auburn, a 6'1", 6'2" outside, Nee Pagan, who's really good. Their other outside, Fair's about 5'10", 5'11", really athletic. The Krenz girl in the middle is about 6 foot, athletic, runs a bunch of slides. I watched them a couple times on video. She's put on about 15 pounds of muscle, it looks like. But we're going to have to serve it really well. And if we do, and we play like we did the first set here and like we did against Newton and against Carterville, we're going to give them all they want to handle. And so, I'm excited about it. I'm ready to go. Our kids are going to be ready to go. Our community was here, showed up big. Our Maroon platoon was awesome tonight. And one last thing I can't get away from here without saying is, how about a one-year setter getting 1,000 sets? I mean, she had right at 100 sets, assists, 100 assists coming into this year. So she's over 900 this year. And that's unbelievable.
Well, that was something Cole and I were trying to do the math here, and it's like, I know, her name slips my mind. She just did it last year, and it's like she's only been 1 year. She had to have had, I was guessing maybe 75, maybe, being gracious on that. Mm-hmm. But that's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, absolutely.
The number just melts your mind.
I really do believe that she's over 900 now this year because, I mean, she's been a great setter, but she's been behind Lauren Brzezinski for 3 years. And, luckily she was able to, out of system balls in the last 3 years, she's been able to get some assists, which helped her out. But, I mean, not only that, but I don't know how many digs Caroline had, but Caroline was 29 digs from 1,000 in her career too, and that's just playing 3 rotations in the back row. That's pretty impressive. So we'll have to see what the numbers are, but like I said, these are big-time kids. They showed up in a big-time game. They were never nervous, even in timeouts late in the game. I just called timeout to calm them down, and they just took care of business.
All right, Chris, we appreciate the time. Again, congratulations.
Thank you guys so much. We appreciate you.
And we'll talk again on Monday.
All right, thank you.
That's head coach Chris Lucas. Again, Carmi White County here, sectional champions, 25-18, 27-25. They advanced to the super sectional on Monday at Shelbyville. We will have that stream for you. I believe it's at 7 o'clock.
Yes, Monday's at 7 o'clock.
So we will have the action for you there.
Jason, do want to extend congratulations NCOE. They defeat Edwards County in 2 sets, 25-21, or excuse me, 3 sets, sorry, 21-25, 25-19, 29-27. They win the sectional championship over Edwards County.
What a ball game.
Yeah.
So that will do it here from Rich Herron Gymnasium. And again, final, Carmi advances to the Elite 8. They defeat Massac 25-18, 27-25. For Cole Carter, I'm Jason Craig, and for our Master Control Chief, Mrs. Whitney Carter, I'm Jason Craig. We'll see you soon.
Life can be complicated, but managing your money should be simple. Whether you need to check your balances, deposit a check, pay bills, pay a friend, or transfer money to retirement savings, First Mid Online and Mobile Banking keep your finances simple every step along the way. With First Mid Bank and Trust, you can manage your money anytime right from your smartphone. You can even sign up for real-time alerts to stay on top of your account activity. Learn more about these conveniences at firstmid.com. First Mid Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Every game starts with a solid plan, and so does your insurance.
I'm State Farm Agent James Cook, and whether it's auto, home, life, or health, we're ready to tackle your insurance needs.
We block the risks, protect what matters most, and help ensure that you score big.
So when life causes a fumble, our team is there to help you recover.
Like a good neighbor, James Cook and the State Farm team are there.
The charm of London. The romance of Paris. The trip of a lifetime. Thanks to Escapes Travel and Cruises. June 20th through 28th, 2026. Stroll Westminster. Ride the London Eye. Dine inside the Eiffel Tower. And unpack just once in each city. Book now and save $100 per person. Passports required. Want more? Add an optional 3-night Amsterdam extension. Round trip air from Evansville. Plus 11 meals included. Call Escapes Travel and Cruises today. 618-383-4800.